Now, while you may believe that whales are the biggest apex predators that have ever lived, this video may cause you to think otherwise. But let's first discuss what makes an animal an apex predator. Apex predators are animals at the top of the food chain with no natural predators. They are the kings of their ecosystems, hunting freely and keeping the balance of nature in check. Examples of apex predators include lions, tigers, great white sharks, and eagles. These animals control the populations of other species by feeding on them, which helps keep ecosystems healthy. Beneath apex predators are three main categories in the food chain: primary producers, primary consumers, and secondary consumers. Primary producers are plants and algae, which make their own food through photosynthesis. Primary consumers are herbivores, animals like deer and rabbits that eat these plants. Secondary consumers are carnivores like foxes and snakes that eat herbivores. Sometimes there are also tertiary consumers, which are carnivores that eat other carnivores. Apex predators sit at the very top and help control populations of animals below them. Without apex predators, ecosystems can become unbalanced, leading to overpopulation of prey species, which can cause damage to the environment. When thinking about the largest creatures to ever roam the earth, many immediately picture the blue whale, the largest animal alive today. However, despite its massive size, reaching lengths of up to 100 feet and weighing around 200 tons, the blue whale is not an apex predator. This is because apex predators sit at the top of the food chain with no natural predators, and blue whales, despite their huge size, can fall prey to orcas, also known as killer whales. This fact makes them fascinating giants, but not the terrifying rulers of their environment. In contrast, true apex predators command their ecosystems, hunting freely with no fear of being hunted themselves. One of the largest and most terrifying apex predators that ever lived was the megalodon. This prehistoric shark roamed the oceans around 2.3 to 3.6 million years ago and could grow up to 60 feet long. With jaws that could crush whales and a bite force unmatched by any creature alive today, the megalodon dominated the marine world during its time. It preyed on large marine mammals, such as whales and seals, solidifying its role as an apex predator. Despite its extinction millions of years ago, myths about the megalodon's continued existence continue to exist, fueled by movies, documentaries, and sensational stories. People are fascinated by the idea of a giant, unstoppable shark hiding in the depths of the ocean, though scientific evidence completely points to its extinction. While the megalodon might be the most famous prehistoric apex predator, it isn't the only giant predator to have ruled the seas. New discoveries continually reshape our understanding of ancient marine ecosystems. Among these is a lesser-known creature called the ichthyodon, a newly suggested competitor for the title of the largest apex predator. Although more research is needed to confirm the details, this giant ichthyosaur, an ancient marine reptile, would have likely rivaled the megalodon in size and predatory power. These discoveries remind us that the oceans of the past were filled with massive, terrifying predators that tower over anything alive today. Even though the largest apex predators lived in the distant past, the concept of apex predators remains critical to understanding modern ecosystems. Apex predators maintain balance within food chains, keeping populations of prey species in check and allowing for a solid, healthy ecosystem. Creatures like lions, tigers, and great white sharks are modern examples of apex predators that sit at the top of their respective food chains. Interestingly, when examining our own place in the food chain, humans do not qualify as apex predators. Despite our advanced technology and ability to hunt nearly any animal on the planet, our diets, which consist of both plants and animals, place us at a mid-range trophic level. Trophic levels are essentially a ranking system in an ecosystem, with apex predators at the top. Research has shown that, because we consume a mixture of plant-based and animal-based foods, humans rank closer to omnivores like goats and anchovies, instead of apex predators like lions or orcas. Of course, our position changes when considering specific individuals or groups, such as hunter-gatherers who rely more heavily on meat consumption. But overall, as a species, we are far from the top of the food chain. Still, humans have significantly impacted the survival of other apex predators. Through activities like overfishing, deforestation, and climate change, we have altered natural habitats and food chains, leading to the decline or extinction of many large predators. For example, the widespread hunting of wolves and big cats over the centuries has pushed many of these apex predators to the edge of extinction. Environment protection efforts are underway in many parts of the world to protect these critical species, but the balance remains fragile. What makes the idea of apex predators so interesting is the majestic scale and power that these creatures represent. Whether it's the megalodon of the past or modern-day apex predators like the great white shark or the Siberian tiger, these animals inspire both fear and awe. Their size, strength, and role as dominant hunters make them a subject of endless fascination. Recent discoveries, such as those suggesting even larger prehistoric predators like the ichthyodon, show that our planet's history is filled with massive creatures that ruled their environments. While we may never see such giants alive today, understanding their role in ancient ecosystems gives us an understanding of the complexity and diversity of life on Earth. Moreover, the study of these ancient predators reveals just how dynamic life on Earth has been. The rise and fall of different species, including apex predators, illustrates how ecosystems evolve over time. The extinction of the megalodon, for example, likely paved the way for smaller, faster predators to thrive, permanently changing the structure of marine ecosystems. In contrast, the extinction of land-based apex predators, like the saber-toothed tiger, allowed other carnivores, like wolves, to become the dominant hunters in certain regions. The constant flux of apex predators across millennia also reflects broader environmental shifts. Massive predators like the megalodon or the ichthyodon thrived in environments that supported their enormous size and caloric needs. As the climate and geography of Earth changed, so too did the species that ruled its oceans and lands. Ice ages, shifting continents, and fluctuating sea levels all played a role in shaping the ecosystems that supported these giants. While we might think of apex predators as fearsome and unstoppable, their existence is often more fragile than it seems. Many are highly specialized in their environments, making them vulnerable to even slight changes in their habitat or food supply. The extinction of the megalodon, for example, could have been caused by a combination of changing sea levels, cooling ocean temperatures, and the decline of its primary food sources. This vulnerability highlights the fragile balance that even the most powerful creatures must maintain to survive. In conclusion, the largest apex predator to have ever existed is likely the megalodon, but ongoing discoveries, like the ichthyodon, continue to expand our understanding of prehistoric ecosystems. While the blue whale holds the title of the largest animal alive today, it is not an apex predator due to its vulnerability to orca attacks. The concept of apex predators, past and present, is central to understanding how ecosystems function and evolve. From the fearsome megalodon to the mighty ichthyosaur, these creatures once ruled their worlds, shaping the natural order with their immense size and predatory dominance. Meanwhile, humans, despite our technological advancements, sit lower on the trophic scale due to our omnivorous diets, illustrating that true apex status requires more than just intelligence or strength. It requires dominance without fear of predatory behaviors. As we continue to study the past, we uncover more about the giants that once ruled Earth, deepening our appreciation for the complexity and beauty of life on this planet.